Alright guys, welcome back to more PES 2016. Now today, before we get into things, I just want to say that the difficulty has been turned up. Now, this is where the really awkward bit is. I've played a couple of games on this difficulty already. As you can see, we played Tottenham in the Cup and got absolutely trounced 4-0. It was horrible. To MK Dons. So yeah guys, turning the difficulty up doesn't look like it's working, but I need your guys' opinions. The reason I didn't show you the MK Dons game, guys, it was going really well at first. We was 1-0 up after like the first couple of minutes or so, and we was doing really good, and I was like, wow, you know, maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it might be. MK Dons equalised, and it wasn't because of the difficulty, it was because I kicked the ball out on a goal kick straight back to the opposition, and then they scored. Then they went on to win the game later on. So it should have finished 1-1, and it finished 2-1 to MK Dons, and I just absolutely raged at it, and it just wasn't worth showing you. This one, I attempted to record it, and I did record it, but you know what? Again, it was just me ranting and raging about it. So I'm going to attempt to show you the Leeds United game today, guys. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm not particularly sure if I should keep on this difficulty or not. I'm thinking I might have to go back to professional but turn the time down. But I'm going to give it one last game. I know you haven't seen these two games here, but they're just... It's not even worth showing you guys. It was just me ranting and raging about it. So I'm just going to go with this and see what happens. So yeah guys, I really don't know what to tell you. I've actually changed the formation to a 4-4-2 diamond now. I have to say one thing, trying to keep the possession on this difficulty is quite difficult. I'm not going to lie about it, guys. And oh hello, no, never mind, still got it. Yeah, like trying to keep the possession, it's a lot more difficult. You can definitely tell that on this difficulty. But yeah, you know, we had Premier League opposition in the last game, guys, and I couldn't, to be honest, you can't really make a judgment on that because they're obviously going to be hard opponents, and with us getting absolutely annihilated in it, didn't feel the need to show it. And the MK Dons game wasn't so much a case of we couldn't play against them. We could play against them, but it was my fault. We let in a mistake. I tried to pass the ball out to one of our players on a goal kick. It didn't work. And then because it didn't work, we conceded. And yeah, it was awful. So there's just not much I could do about that. I really don't know how this one's going to go. But if we lose, oh my god, we probably should have conceded that. If we lose, it pretty much is telling me that we should just go back to professional. I mean, I don't want every game to be a 10-0 though. This is the problem, guys. I want it to be a bit more difficult. It's meant to be a challenge, this. It's a case of, are we going to get promoted with this team or not? You know what I mean? It's meant to be a bit hard and have that difficulty factor about it. But if you don't have that, it's a case of just watching me win like 10-0 every game. And yeah, it's fun, but you know, it's just more of the same stuff all the time. You know, you pretty much know what's going to happen in each episode if we constantly keep winning. You know, and I don't want it to be like that, guys. I want there to be difficulty, but I've turned it up to this difficulty, and I'm just going to say, guys, it's 2015 all over again. Like, it's literally 2015 all over again, and I'm really starting to get annoyed with this game because it's like I said, did I say it in the last part? The goalkeepers, man, they don't even dive. Like, they don't dive right until the last second. Like, the ball goes right, in fact, not even the last second. It's like it goes right past them, and then they decide to dive. It's just, it's unbelievable. It literally is unbelievable. And it's just like, I don't know what to say about it. You know what I mean? And that's just one of the problems that I'm getting in this game. You know what I mean? Like I have said, it is too easy to score. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? You can't really judge things on a mistake that I made against a Championship opposition. And a Premier League opposition, you just can't judge that at all because, you know what I mean, it's a harder team that we're playing against. So, oh, get in there. It looks like it could be a little bit better, this. but I don't know because of what's happened. I was so just raging and so pissed off in those last 2 games, guys. It just wasn't even worth showing you. So yeah, but the I do want to say, guys, I do want to say that the games against Reading and Sheffield Wednesday that I couldn't show you are definitely going to do live comms on them. See, this is the problem, guys. I don't know whether or not if to change like 2 games an episode, but if I do 2 games an episode, you know, am I going to be sticking on this difficulty? Am I going to be sticking with the game time? Am I going to be going back to professional and lowering the game time, or what? I don't know, and like really just don't know, because I really have been sat here raging, and it's not worth showing you guys because it's just a bunch of ranting from me, and you know, you guys don't want to see that, you know. If it was maybe funny, it wasn't really so much funny though. It you know, it was just me just getting really pissy at the game. If it was kind of funny, then maybe I would have shown it, but it just wasn't. It really just got me on my high horse. So yeah. So things seem to be going okay against Leeds here, but you know what I mean, how long will it last is the question, guys. You know what I mean, not being negative or anything, but it feels like it's a question of how long is this going to last. You know what I mean, because that was kind of the case with it in 2015, and you know, sometimes it feels like this game is a mixed bag. Like, it really does feel like it's a mixed bag. Like, sometimes it feels like it's a whole new sort of game, and they've upgraded it, and everything's a lot better, and it's a lot smoother, and all this kind of stuff. But then there's times where it just feels the same as 2015, and it irritates me so much. Like, I've noticed on this difficulty as well, they've started to do that thing where the opposition, they get the ball and they try to run it into the box and pass it around, and then they shoot and score, and there's like nothing you can do about it. I've literally noticed that. That's something that does happen. Like, they just tried to try it, and yeah, just really gets on my nerves sometimes, guys. Well, 1-0, but trying not to rant too much in this episode, guys, but it really gets me on my high horse about it. And the thing is, guys, you know what I mean, it's kind of stressful for me because, you know, when you play, how many games have I got going on? Like 3 or 4 games going on at the channel all at the same time. You know, when you've got that many games and you've got that many difficulties to sort of sort out and find the sort of right level, you know, it's hard to do. You know, I was playing FIFA 2005, guys, and I think I was saying something similar along the lines of, you know, if there was a professional plus level or a world class minus level, that would be my preferred difficulty. You know, on FIFA 2005, on this game as well, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. But you know what I mean, but there isn't a such thing. You know what I mean? The only way you can really make the game any more difficult for yourself without making it too difficult is to alter the time on the game, and that's just one thing that I can only really say, guys. So you know what I mean? It's a constant problem for someone like me who plays all these games. And, you know, you've got to constantly find the right difficulty all the time. And then it's not just that, there's formations and there's all kinds of stuff with the different teams that I play as and whatnot. So it is just something that it gets on my nerves. But at the same time, you know, it's like it's constantly a big question of what I do, and it gives me headaches, guys. So, you know, I don't really know what else to say. And, oh, come on. I tell you what, we've actually been pretty good in this episode so far. But, yeah, we got absolutely knocked out of the cup left, right and centre by Tottenham. They just absolutely dominated. They were passing their way into the box, down the wings, just passing it and tapping the ball into the goal. You know, Koizumi obviously is a good goalkeeper, but all goalkeepers by default in this game just don't dive for the ball until it's flown past them already. So that really just annoyed me very much so, and that is a good save. Get in there, Koi. I don't really know what else to say about that, but yeah. That's a pretty good ball over. Because it is a little bit more challenging. It's probably a little bit more fun like this, but you know what I mean. It's questions all the time with this. Oh, that was on target. Oh crap! That should have been. So I mean, it's just stuff like that that irritates me. Just passing it into the box, you know, and then they just get an easy tap in all the time. I really can't stand that. I really hate that. Oh crap! Come on.
Another piece of really good defending.
Oh crap, I thought I'd give it away there. It's fine for now. That's it. Go on. Oh, come on. That's it. Go on. Halves. Oh, never mind. I'll tell you what, we're doing a lot better in this match than I actually thought we would. And it's really, it's surprising. Oh, wow. I don't even, you know what, you know what I mean? That's like the perfect result, to be honest, guys. You know what I mean? And to be honest, I really wasn't expecting it after what's just happened in the two recordings that I've just tried to do. And yeah, so I don't know, guys. What do you think? Because against Premier League opposition, when we cannot cut it at all, but against Championship opposition, we're not doing too bad, because it should have been 1-1 with MK Dons, but it just wasn't, and we've gone and beaten Leeds here. I don't know where Leeds are, though, saying that. Are they right at the bottom, I think?
There is some activity down on the touchline. Seems there's going to be a change.
So, yeah.
Time, I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
I don't know if they just, you know, just keep it like this, guys. Change it to, you know, a couple of games of episode, or what. I really don't know right now. But all I do know is that we've won this game, and to be honest, it's kind of it's a big result. Castledine! Oh, never mind. Can we just whip a ball in? Maybe put this one to bed with 3. Would be pretty good if we could.
Fine defending there.
Oh, it's hit the post and it's gone out, and it's going to be 2-0. Never mind. We could, you know what I mean? We could have made that 3. You know, at times maybe even 4, but yeah, I don't really know what to say, guys. So yeah, who got the man of the match then? Was it Harvey? He came on and stole it. So league table, Leeds are actually sitting 14th. We've actually moved up to 2nd, which is actually a bit surprising, to be honest. I didn't think we'd be up there, considering that our last league game we lost. But yeah, I mean, I guess we're doing all right. I guess we are, but you know, I mean, will it still keep going like this if I continue to play at the top difficulty? Because actually, guys, you know what? I'm not even kidding. I have a headache. I actually have a headache after trying to record those last 2 games, because I was ranting so much and whatnot. It's going to be a national squad announcement. That is not important, but I think that's going to be it for this episode, guys. No players were selected. Who are we playing next? We're going to be playing Hull next. So that is actually a big game, guys, and I'm not even too sure what to do with that at this point. So let me know what you think, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and share as always. I will see you next time when we play Hull City at home. Well, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I've changed the formation, and that seemed to work today. But yeah, I don't know, guys. See you then.